What is up guys, it's Jytus again, and in this video I'm going to be going over the top 10 best headgear in Rainbow Six Siege. Now on this list, I'm not going to be taking any headgears that I personally like and favor, depending on how it looks or anything, but this list is actually going to be how the headgear reflects off of lights. For example, the headgear you want to go for as a defender, you want to have a darker color theme, like a really black color, because most of the time or almost always the defenders are obviously going to be inside the map, and most of the time inside the map it's always going to be a darker scenery. Now for the attacking side, your headgear wants to be a white theme. This is because when you're outside peeking through windows and other things like that, it's harder for the defenders to see your head while you're sitting outside. So in this video there's going to be a mix between the attacking and defending. There's no specific order other than how I feel the ranking should go from worst to the best. So with that being said guys, let's get into it. Starting off at number 10, we have Glaz's headgear, the Black Ice skin. First of all, I want to say this isn't one of the better ones, of course it's number 10, but what it does bring is a really nice white theme over his main headgear. Glaz's normal headgear is a black color, so when you change it to all white, and most of the time you're going to be outside afar sniping, this might just be the headgear that gives you that slight advantage that they will miss the headshot and you'll get yours. So moving on to number 2, we have IQ's Black Ice headgear. Again, this gives it that white theme. It's not perfectly white, as you can see there's sort of like green dots everywhere. This is why it's not that low on the rankings. That's why it's number 9. But I ranked it higher than Glaz just because Glaz is normally a lot further away from the site, so it's harder to hit him anyway. And when IQ's up front and has that white theme going around, it might just be harder for them to see you. Now again, at number 8, we have another Black Ice skin. You can see the theme here for the attackers. You just want to try to cover everything up at white. So for Fuse, this is the Black Ice again, and it totally reskins all the green on his headgear into the white. And just like I explained with IQ, it helps up in the closer range while you're still outside though, just because his whole head is covered on the first one. More of it's covered in white, which makes it easier, and that's why I ranked it higher on this list. At number 7, we have Thermite's Black Ice skin. Now this one's actually a lot better than you'd think. The whole helmet turns white, and with his little white paint stripped over his face, it really blends in well while he's hiding outside. I really like to play outside of Chalet. When you Thermite into garage and hide behind the snowmobiles, it's almost impossible to see your head, and it's just a really good play. So coming out at number 6, we have Thatcher's Black Ice skin. This basically recovers his fully black headgear into white, so it's probably a bigger transaction out of all of the headgears I've covered so far. So this one's really good. Like I said, if you're hiding behind windows or just being outside in general, it'll be a lot harder for the defenders to see you. So moving on to number 5, we have Valkyrie's Earhart skin. Now this sort of reskins her whole headgear that she wears into sort of an aviator suit. And while this happens, it's also recolored to black, which is why I put this on to number 5. As a defender, you always want to have a darker colored headgear to blend in with the darkness in the corners that you're going to be hiding in. At number 4, we have Twitch's Black Ice skin. Again, Twitch's main skin is just fully black in a tight sort of spandex material. But for Black Ice skin, it's sort of a more clothy material that is just easier to blend in, especially with the white. It just makes her head a marshmallow. And that's good. So now we're heading into the top 3. Now these ones actually help you a lot more than you'd think, but it's still the same idea that it actually doesn't physically help, but it could help in the edge if you're just trying to hit that extra reaction on them by seeing them before they can see you. With that being said, number 3, we have Blackbeard's Black Ice skin. Now the combination of the skin with the shield in front of it creates a really weird reflective light that goes through, and it's almost impossible to see him while he's hiding behind windows at some angles. If you see Remorse, he's a Blackbeard player from the Pro League, and he also agrees with me on this one that this is one of the better skins in the game. Moving on to number 2, we have Kapkan's Executioner. Now this skin is great. It almost makes his head even thinner. If you look at the before and after, it makes it seem thinner at least, which makes it a little harder for the attackers to see him. Not only that, but it makes his headgear fully black. The difference between his first to second is huge, and it could get you the edge in the fight. So this is it, the moment you've all been waiting for, guys. Number 1, Tachanka's Racer. Now this skin is amazing. It has a bullseye right on his forehead. That's where you want to land your shots, and it just shows the audience exactly where you want to hit it. So that is it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm just kidding, guys. So for number one, the best headgear in this game that could actually help you in the slightest is Valkyrie's driver skin. This skin is the darkest color of black in the game that you could possibly get, and it basically reskins not only the front but also the back of her head, which it really helps you while you're running through inside of the map, running away from attackers. It's almost impossible for the attackers to actually see you from behind because of it. Also from ahead, it's still a really dark color, and inside of houses, it's a lot harder for the attackers to see you. Before I wrap up this video, I just want to do a special mention to Pulse's headgear, the Jawbreaker skin. It's really good from the contrast of his normal white pale face, which puts a black mesh over his mouth. The only reason why this didn't make the list is also because his goggles become red, which also help the attackers see him. So it's sort of a double-bladed sword, so that's why I didn't make the list. So if any of you guys have some extra renown sitting around, I definitely recommend trying to pick up one of these headgears. All of them are great. Some are obviously cheaper or more expensive, but if you can pick it up, it might just help you in that 1v1 situation where you see his head a bit faster than he does and you can get the hit off. So that about wraps up the video for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, do hit that subscribe button. It helps me so much, and also like the video if you found these useful, and I'm going to be making a lot more videos, guys. So like I said, subscribe, and I'm going to be releasing so much more Rainbow Six content. And also, if you have the time, put a comment down below how I could have improved and what other videos you want to see, because I'm more than happy to take any sort of constructive criticism, and I can improve in the future. Thank you all, and see you next time.